Before presentation of the actual insertion techniques, the scope insertion route is outlined. In approximately 90% of transnasal upper endoscopic examinations, the scope is inserted through the middle meatus. This is the left nasal cavity. You can see the nasal septum on the right, the inferior concha on the left, and the middle concha in the center. The scope is advanced in the direction of the arrow. The scope reaches almost to the middle concha. Then it's slid forward along the middle meatus above the structure, like flying at low altitude. Although the route becomes narrower, the scope is advanced slowly and gently without withdrawal, because the middle concha and the inferior concha are spongy. Slow insertion allows spontaneous widening of the route and advancement of the scope to the choana. The scope offers a good view of the hypopharynx. This is the left nasal cavity. When insertion through the middle meatus is difficult, an attempt is made to insert through the inferior meatus. You see the nasal septum on the right, the inferior concha on the left, and the inferior meatus in the center. The scope is advanced in the direction of the arrow. The scope reaches almost to the inferior concha. Then it's advanced along the inferior meatus. This is the right nasal cavity. When it's difficult to pass the scope through the middle meatus and the inferior meatus because of curvature of the nasal septum, pass it through the common nasal meatus. The scope is advanced in the direction of the arrow, with the inferior concha as a landmark. Although the route becomes narrower, the scope is advanced slowly and gently without withdrawal.